Hello MTVU, my name is Chase Ring. I am a senior here at Rhodes College in Memphis, Tennessee. I think that I am qualified to interview Justin Timberlake because he and I have very similar personalities. He's this very outgoing, this very upbeat, quick-witted individual, and I like to think that I am too. For the last 4 years, I've been involved with the Rhodes Comedy Improv Troupe, Contents Under Pressure, or CUP as we are so affectionately known here. And started my freshman year, worked my way up to my senior year, and that was a whole lot of fun. I've also done some workshops with some improv troupes outside of Chicago. A few of them have worked on the I.O. stage, which is great, Improv Olympics. I've also done some comedies, both here at Rhodes and in middle school. I've done Once Upon a Mattress, Urinetown, Music Man, just really fun stuff. And those kind of shows, that kind of the improvisational comedy, it requires that quick wit, that thinking at the top of your head, that being able to respond and give and receive. And I think that that's what makes our personalities so compatible, Justin's and myself. I'm also a huge video game nerd. That makes me extremely eccentric. If you've read about it, if you've seen it, if you've played it, if a friend of yours has played it, if your cousin in Siberia has played it, the chances are probably I have too. I love video games. I read about video games. I play video games. I don't design video games, but by God, I'd love to. So that kind of eccentricity, that kind of quick wit makes me a very viable candidate to do this interview. I've never really been like a major Justin Timberlake fan. I haven't been one of those people who's just been like, oh my gosh, JT, oh! I've never been one of those people. But I definitely really like Justin Timberlake. I have a huge respect for the guy. Because, he's a name that everyone knows. He's rich, he's famous, he's good looking. All the ladies love Justin Timberlake. But he still managed to be very humble about himself. He still remembers his roots. He still remembers, Memphis, Tennessee, growing up here as a young man. And I can really appreciate that, especially with so many other people out there who are trying just to get famous, who are trying to have attention drawn directly to him. Directly to them. It really is nice to see someone who remembers exactly where they came from. It's humbling. It really is. Some things I'd like to ask Justin Timberlake. One thing I'd like to ask is, there's this commonly held belief that, actors, musicians, basically the creative minds of our day, they really don't work for much. The money's not great. They're really not marketable people. That's the belief. And I'd like to ask Justin, what is it that made you decide to pursue that kind of career path? It's something you chose for yourself. Did someone else choose it for you? What was going on there? Why choose that instead of something like medicine or English, math, things like that, business? Another thing I'd like to ask him is, in the 90s when he was part of NSYNC, the 90s was really kind of the rise of the boy band generation. And I'd like to ask him, what was it like being the idol of something that was, on the cusp of something great, that would become a musical movement? What was it like being a part of something so big? Another question I'd like to ask him is, how is it that he manages to maintain his composure both on and off stage with some of his beautiful female counterparts? You've got Madonna in 4 Minutes. You've got Mila Kunis in Friends with Benefits. These are very, very good-looking women. So how is it that you've managed to keep your composure? Have you kept your composure? A little bit of a personal question, but, I want to know, seriously. Another question I'd like to ask him is, in his movie Trouble with the Curve, he acts with Clint Eastwood and John Goodman. And I'd like to know, what is it like working with such veteran actors as Clint Eastwood, as John Goodman? You think spaghetti westerns, you think cowboys, immediately you think Clint Eastwood. And then you've got John Goodman, who's done such wonderful films as, The Artist most recently. He was in The Big Lebowski back when it came out. Really masterful pieces of cinema. I'd like to ask him, what was it like working with these cinematic greats? Did they have any words of wisdom to give him as an actor to help, make him a better actor or even a better person? Just what was it like? And then finally, I think I'd like to ask Justin, what is it that keeps him motivated? Is it hard work? Is it faith? Is it the support of your family? What is it that keeps you going? A lot of people, they watch television, they see these movies, and they think to themselves, man, those actors have got it made, it's so easy, just look at the camera and boom, it's over. But it really It's not that simple. Speaking as an actor myself, I understand that there is this level of professionalism that goes into making things look easy. I mean, it's the trick of an artist is to make it look easy, but it really isn't. And so I'd like to ask Justin, what is it that makes you get up in the morning and continue to do what it is that you do, especially with the hustle and bustle of your everyday life? Again, my name is Chase Ring, senior here at Rhodes College, majoring in theater and neuroscience. And my contact information, my email address is rincr, that is RINCR, at rhodes.edu. And my cell phone number is 901-486-1487. Thank you so much.